Sarah's house. Go get a can. For the picture, just to see what happens. It might not work.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have our awards presentation in just 1 minute. 1 minute to awards. If you can make your way into the center of the armory, we would appreciate it. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Al Bond, and I'm the CEO of the Avalon Foundation. I'd like to have your attention. Can I have everyone's attention? We're about to start the awards presentation. And if everybody in the front will take 4 steps forward, it's okay. Better. I like that. Great. Just want to make sure that everybody has room to be comfortable. I'm going to start this all out by introducing the new chair of the Avalon Foundation, Denise Bodie, who has a few words for you.
Welcome, everyone, to Plein Easton 2018, our collector's party and our award ceremony. It's so nice to have you all here. I want you all to look around the room at all the people that are here, because everyone here in some way or another has really contributed to this. Whether you're on the board of the Avalon, an Avalon board, raise your hand. Look around. Avalon board volunteers, raise your hand. Contributors, raise your hand. A lot of those. And purchasers of art. So you can turn to your neighbor and say thank you for making this possible. So turn to your neighbor and say thank you for making this possible. So I want to start off with the right spirit because that's what this is all about. We have fun here, right, at the Avalon. That's what it's all about. I want to really start off by saying thank you to the friends of Plein Air Easton. Would everybody raise your hand that's a friend? Thank you so much. Who's a friend of Plein Air Easton? And I want to talk to our host sponsors because, oh my gosh, they make this possible every single year. Bruce Wiltsey and Bill Davenport and their whole team. Would you all please raise your hand?
Will you sign for us?
Thank you so much as one of our major sponsors. All right, there needs to be a bigger hand than that. I'm just saying. Okay, Doris and Bill Nilsson, where are you all? Woo! Awesome! Thank you so much for being sponsors. We love to have and see you every year. Okay, and now a special thank you to Ellen Botany, who's also the founder of the Avalon Foundation. Thank you for sponsoring again, Ellen. And our partners, oh my gosh, we have amazing partners, and you all have seen the partnership at the Academy Art Museum. They are a major sponsor for us, and Ben Simon, Ben? Thank you, Ben, and for the Academy Art Museum. And finally, want to thank Waterfowl Chesapeake. Oh my gosh, look at this building. This is our building, and we've made this into the most beautiful exhibit ever. Want to thank Margaret Enlow. Margaret, we met earlier tonight. Thank you, Margaret. She's nearby. Okay, so I will turn it back over to our Chief Executive Officer of the Avalon Foundation, Al Bond. There's nobody that cares more about this town, this community, this county, the Eastern Shore than Al, but also his love at the Avalon Foundation has really made all this possible. Thank you, Al.
So I have a couple of very brief pieces of news. If you haven't heard yet, we're doing something really interesting this year, which is we're launching a collection of agricultural paintings. Agriculture is so important to the Eastern Shore, both in terms of the local economy. It's the largest driver for the local economy, but also if you care about the rural landscape, then you better care about agriculture. So this is the first year we've collected a few paintings. You will see them in the Winners Gallery, sort of set aside, but still in that space that were purchased this year. And we're going to be doing that for the next 3 years. And once we have our finished collection, it will tour around the Mid-Atlantic. And we're really excited about that new endeavor and telling the story of ag here. I want to thank, we've already called out Bruce Wiltsey and Bill Davenport, but they are supporting that new collection, and again, wouldn't be possible without their support, so thank you, Bruce and Bill. Also, I've looked at the weather, and I hear that it might rain tomorrow, and we've been doing this for 14 years, and one year it did rain, and some of the most beautiful paintings ever at our quick draw were produced during that because all the reflections and there's good stuff that happens. And so we're going to have the exhibit in the Gold Room of the Tidewater Inn. Thank you, John Wilson. I know he's not here tonight, but for donating that space to us in the event of rain. And certainly we would love to have it outside if we can. But quick draw is going on rain or shine, and we're really looking forward to seeing what comes in from that. Ironically, the rain year was also the biggest sales year because those paintings were so beautiful. So again, come out and take a look, if it rains, or if it doesn't. So I want to do one more introduction. Everybody who is a competing artist in this room should take a moment and thank David Levy, who was the juror this year. He's right over there with the straw hat on. And brought in this year's class, and it will be the judge next year. So, David, thank you for your work so far, and we look forward to working with you over the course of the next year to make Plein Air Easton 19 happen, which will be actually our 15th year. And then, our juror last year, that's how we do it, is Jill Carver. Jill is actually a Plein Easton alumni. I think she was in the competition for 4 years. If you haven't seen her work yet, you really should, and you can, because it's hanging in the atrium at the Academy right now. Some examples that are from the time that she was in the competition here in Easton. She was an Artist Choice Award winner, which is really one of our biggest prizes. So, among other things, more recently, she was also the gold medal winner, which is also an Artist Choice Award with the Maynard-Dixon Country show. And she is also a signature member of the Plein Air Painters of America. So very accomplished in many, many ways. I could go on for a long time, and I'm not, because we're going to get our awards ceremony started. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Jill Carver. Thank you so much for your good work.
Thank you, everybody. I'm feeling old because I figured out it's been 8 years since I was here. But Plein Air Easton was, back in those days, the premier plein air event in the country, and it still is. And that is a really remarkable achievement, and I was delighted when Al and Jessica approached me to be judge. It was a great honor to be asked, but I wanted to come back and pay tribute to the event. It was the making of me as an artist, and helped me raise the bar in my own work. I had nothing but good times here, thanks largely due to just the dedication of Al and Jessica and the board and the volunteers, and my very special host, Susan Bryce, who I'll say more about on Sunday. She was my host. So I wanted to come back and say thank you, essentially. Having said that, being judge, I really should put my tin helmet on, because maybe not everyone's going to be thanking me. So, I'll lend David my tin helmet for next year. So, are we ready to proceed? We're going to gallop through these fairly quickly, and then on Sunday, I'll be giving the judges' talk where I'll explain my choices in more detail and explain what I think makes a good painting and why I chose those pieces. Okay, we're ready to go. So we're going to start off with the honorable mentions. This goes to a painting called Bow, Bell, and Beam by Mark Shasher. Beautiful piece. The second honorable mention is entitled Kaleidoscope, and that goes to Lon Brower. Best Use of Light, sponsored by Betty Huang at Studio B Gallery. Thank you, Betty, for sponsoring the award. This goes to After the Squall by Deborah Hughes. This is much more fun than actual judging. It's 5 hours of torture for me today. Best Painting by a Maryland Artist, sponsored by Kate Quinn. And this goes to a painting entitled Oxford Lights by Haile Champ. Best Watercolor, sponsored by the Trip Gallery. The painting's entitled For Clarence by Thomas Bucci. Okay, the next award is Best Nocturne. And this is an award sponsored by Eric Timzak and Leslie Lobel. And the winning painting was called A Comfortable Night by Tim Kelly. Congratulations, Tim. The next award is Best New Artist to Plein Air Easton, and this is sponsored by the Y Financial Trust. And this goes to a painting entitled Sun Penny's Oxford Harbour by Amy Erickson. The next award is Best Architectural Painting. This is sponsored by the Historical Society of Talbot County. And okay. This goes to a painting called King of the Hill by Nancy Tankersley. The next award is for Best Marine Painting. This is sponsored by the Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum. And this award goes to the painting Back on the Chop Tank by Patrick Saunders. The next award is the Frederick Douglass 200th Birthday Award, sponsored by September 1st Partners. Do we have the sponsor here? Yeah. This award goes to a painting entitled Sunday Afternoon by Tina Bowman. The next award is Best Figurative Painting in a Landscape. This is sponsored by Margaret Wrightson and David Bellis. This award goes to a painting called What I've Seen by Patrick Lee. The next award is Best Hospitality, sponsored by the Quality Inn Easton and the Holiday Inn Express, Cambridge. This goes to Beautiful Morning on the Eastern Shore by Kenda Ward. Okay, the next award is called Life on the Farm. It's sponsored by the Tidewater Farm Club and the Talbot County Farm Bureau. And this award goes to A Day in the Life by Susie Baker. Okay, we're down to our last 4 awards. So it'll be 3rd place, 2nd place, Artist Choice, and then the grand prize. It's getting exciting. I want to thank all the sponsors. I mean, the sponsors and the collectors, you know, without you guys, these events wouldn't happen for us artists. So. It all goes around. You know, you attract the best artists in the country to this event, and I think it shows. So, 3rd place is sponsored by Ben Franklin Crafts Design and Create. And this goes to a painting entitled Bon Voyage by Zufa Bikbo. Okay, 2nd place is sponsored by the Academy Art Museum. And 2nd place in this show goes to Sun Penny's Oxford Harbour, Amy Erickson. Oh, I could do this all night long. Artist choice. This is a biggie. This is sponsored by Hallie and Scott Asplund. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Good. And this goes to the painting Bow Bell Beam by Mark Shastra. Artist choice. Okay, this is the grand prize. Drum roll. Oh.
I'd say, when this festival started, now 14 years ago, there was a person who really believed in it before there was any likelihood of its success, and that person was Tim Dills. And we are very, very grateful for his early support. And this is an award that is every year made in his memory by his then wife, Ellen Vatney, who also founded the Avalon Foundation. So Ellen, if you would come up for a moment. Without those two special people, we would not have a festival like this, so thank you.
I'm so glad you're all here. Thank you. My gratitude and energy goes out to each and every one of you. Thank you.
And the grand prize, the Timothy Dills Memorial Award 2018, goes to Buy Boats by Tim Bell. So congratulations to all the artists and to those that didn't win awards. Just congratulations for just phenomenal, phenomenal work. I wish there were award for everyone, but there isn't. So the paintings are still available for purchase until through the weekend. Yeah.
Thank you all for being out here tonight. Certainly the party continues even though the awards have ended. So take a look around, and all of the award-winning paintings will be displayed in the Academy Art Museum, in the Performing Arts Room, if you want to take a look at the whole show in real, not just in print there. Again, there are lots and lots of other paintings to see, and we hope to see you all this weekend during the quick draw, during the Small Painting Sunday, for Jill's Judges Talk at 2 o'clock on Sunday. So keep on coming back for more Plein Air Easton Festival. Thank you all.